Welcome everyone. Welcome back to MW-TRADINGWORLD, the Degen vid. I'm gonna do a Degen vid, guys. And as one of the followers commented last time, why is it that so many retailers respond to tweets about altcoins, about Degens? And well, I can respond to that. What a lot of people need to understand is in my followers, or the most followers on CT, there are people who don't have a lot of money and are trying to get financially independent. And what's the best way to get financially independent? That is to trade high risk or mid risk altcoins. So that's something we just need to understand and need to acknowledge, and that's just what it is. Because if you don't have a lot of funds, and I think that most of the retailers in CT don't have a lot of funds, they have some money and they're trying to make a lot of money with their low budget money that they have. And unfortunately, most get wrecked, most get totally wrecked, because that's just a game that is played. But if you work hard and you're controlling your emotions and greed, it's possible. I'm the living proof of that. it's possible to make a lot of money trading altcoins, and it's the best way to make money. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do a vid today, guys. Just that you guys know, I did my vid yesterday. It was a vid of 1 hour and 10 minutes. And why was it so long? Because I explained a lot, and I also charted a lot of altcoins, almost all altcoins that were shared by my community. And unfortunately, when I wanted to upload it, it was just too long, and my program didn't allow it to yeah to share it with you guys. So that's why I'm making this one today, and I'm gonna keep it up just to the my next 3 altcoins that I'm very optimistic, bullish on certain how do I say on certain I forgot about that word. So let's just say there are three altcoins that I'm gonna share. My next 3 altcoins. My previous ones did very good, but again, guys, that's not because I'm some oracle. A lot of coins did good with the Bitcoin rise. So okay, my altcoin picks are randomly picked. So again, I'm no fundamental expert. So the coins that I'm going to share, it's you that has got to do your fundamental research on them, and not me. I'm picking this altcoins based on pure TA. So that's only 50% of the work. So you have to do your own research on the tokenomics of the projects, about the fundamentals, about the events, about the hype around them. So let's just start with that. Okay, guys, let's jump in, because I really don't want this vid to get too long. Let me put on the Heikenhashi candles. Listen, guys, it's the total 3. This is all the shit coins together, and as you can see, we had this trend and we broke it. We're now coming a bit down to retest it, so we have to get into this red zone. And in this red zone, guys, this is where possible gains are going to be made. And this could be, if you are in the right coins, could be huge gains, only to get from here to here. And as you can see, I think that we will get some kind of a double bottom. So I'm seeing something like this going up, or maybe even getting rejected here, coming down here. And this would be my next opportunity to buy the 3 altcoins I'm gonna share, and to hold them to make some nice gains on this bounce up. But let's just start with this, and remember what I'm going to say now, guys. Remember what I'm going to say. It all depends on how Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin starts dumping, guys, there is no coin that's gonna hold. There are maybe 1 or 2% of the coins that are gonna hold during Bitcoin going down, but 99% of altcoins go down when Bitcoin goes down. So this is something to keep in mind. Don't think that altcoins move on themselves. And yes, a lot of times you see Bitcoin coming down, and then you see 1 or 2, 3 altcoins outperforming Bitcoin and pumping during the dump. But good luck finding those. I can tell you how to find them. You have to be charting the Bitcoin altcoin pairs. So suppose that let's say like Zilliqa versus Bitcoin, and where you see it pumping like crazy against Bitcoin, that's probably the coin that's going to the 1 or 2% that's going to pump. But it's very hard to find those, and if you find them, most of the times it's already too late to get the biggest gains. So the total I'm looking at, it's getting rejected here on the weekly. Let me look at the daily. At the daily, we're at support at this moment. So yeah, is it going to hold, yes or no? Here it's at support on the indicator, and so is it going to hold, or are we going to test this outbreak over here? So this should be a very strong support, guys. If you break down over here, just be careful, it's done, and then it's just waiting for this possible double bottom to make a rise up, or even we can if you break this support level, well, this will be the moment that altcoins are going to bleed, and bleed heavily. So this is a chart, a total 3, to check how altcoins because this chart is also excluded from Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, well, let's jump in for the degen time, guys. We're gonna start degening. So we first start with the dominance chart. The dominance chart, if you're a degen and you trade altcoins and you want to make the big money, high risk, high rewards, this is the chart to check. It's a dominance chart. This means that these are whales or retailers owning Bitcoin and flipping it to altcoins. And to flip it in altcoins, how are we going to see this? If these red candles come down, means that a lot of people are flipping their Bitcoin into altcoins. And this is most of the times where you see the biggest gains in Bitcoin, in altcoins. It doesn't mean when this thing comes down that it means that your altcoin is going to pump. No, because if Bitcoin will dump hard, while this thing comes down, the altcoins will also come down. And what I have, how to explain this, because a lot of retailers, they don't understand this. This chart shows you only the value between an altcoin and Bitcoin value. It doesn't show you the USD value of your coin. So your coin, if this thing comes down, can go down with 20, 30, 40%. But that's in USD value and not in between Bitcoin and the altcoin value. So this is something you need to understand. So if this thing wrecks down and Bitcoin holds his price, holds his range, then you will see altcoins really going up like crazy. So for now, the question is holding support over. We got support over here. Are we going higher? And if we would go higher, this means that Bitcoin will probably break the 25.2 and will go at higher levels. And it will outperform most of the altcoins. So this is something I'm eyeing for now. This is very important. So not going to say much about it more. Okay, guys. Coin number one. It's RSR. RSR. Okay, guys. For the ones that have been following me for a long time, you guys all know when I like to trade altcoins, I'm looking for the wrecked ones. I only focus on wrecked altcoins. And guys, before we start this vid, or before we start talking about this, let's make something clear. Let's make something clear. You can invest in altcoins mid-term, long-term. And there is another style that is trading altcoins. Trading altcoins, you do that on the lower time frames, 50 minutes or maybe 1 hour, and that's how I trade. So for me, these altcoins, I trade them if they don't come back to my buy levels. Then I'm trading them. I put on my indicator and I do some other TA and I just go in to make like 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30% gains, and then I'm out. That's trading. And you've got another style that's investing. And for investing, we also go, investing doesn't mean that you're going to hold it until it comes to all-time high. No, you just buy it with your investing portfolio. Where you see you made like 20, 30, 50%, maybe a 2x, and you think, okay, I'm happy with this, and then you take it out and you reserve that investing money to either buy another coin or to buy on a pullback. So that's my style. That's my style. Just to understand for you guys, I'm no hodler. You will never see me hodling. I only hodl for mid-term or short-term, never on long-term. Only thing that you can hodl long-term is Bitcoin or Ethereum. The rest of the coins, it's very risky, guys, very risky. And altcoins are also very sensitive to news, to hacks, to whatever. So it's dangerous to be holding coins long-term. Anyway. So just look at this chart, guys. This is RSR. Let me tell you this. I've done some research on RSR. I'm no fundamental expert again, but I like what I'm seeing and I like what I'm. So pure TA. Just look at it, guys. This thing, we had a low over here. We break this low, and we are at this low. We find some support over here, and it's now like, let me go to the weekly so you can see it better. Guys, these are the charts I like to buy. And just for you guys to understand, when I buy at this rate, because this is a very long accumulation zone. This is a very long accumulation zone. And I can tell you the biggest bumps come from coins that have got such a long accumulation. that's when you see prices go up and make a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x in like a week. I'm not saying that this coin is going to do that. I'm just saying that most of the charts, the strongest pumps come from accumulation zone. You need accumulation zones like this. So this is what you have to eye in the higher time frames. Look at coins that are accumulating, and this thing could still accumulate for like another 2, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever. But these are the coins that I focus on, and these are the coins that make the biggest gains. So RSR. So on the let me show you on the weekly. It's testing the indicator. It wants to close above it. It doesn't get above it yet. So this is for my investment. Let me just say this, guys. For my investment portfolio, I'm not buying here. I'm not buying here. We had here this new bottom formation. If this thing comes back to let's say between 0032 333, from there to 0.2.5, this is where I start DCA buying. I start DCA buying, and this is investment. So meaning when I buy investment, I never sell in losses. Never sell in losses, because you have to see, guys, I'm against all this FOMO influences, etc. But you have to understand that this is where it's dangerous to buy and to hold on long term, or maybe even here, or maybe even here. So here I will never buy long term mid-term. So I can even sell in losses if it would go down. Maybe I bought in here and then it goes down. Maybe I will sell my bags here. But this, guys, is not where I will be selling. So I never sell in losses. Meaning that I will buy over here from this range. For my midterm, I will buy, let's just say from the 30 or 30. How much are we now? Let me look at it. So let me put on a line so you understand everything from here, from 38 to 26. I will be DCA buying, DCA, guys. So meaning, let me give a quick example. Suppose I'm bullish on RSR. I have 5k I want to invest. So 5, let me write it down so you guys will understand better. My plan is to invest 5k. Okay, 5k. Well, when we reach 3.8, I put in 1.5k. If it goes lower, I put in another 1k over here. Over here, it goes lower to here, another 1k. When it comes to here, for this double bottom formation, I will put on another 1k. Wait a minute, no, this is too much. So I put in, yeah, no, yes, another 5k. So I put in another 1k. So now I've put on, what is this, 3.5k. This is for if you would reach the double bottom over here. I'm 3.5k in. So I have 1.5k over. 1.5k I've got over. So what do I do with that 1.5k? I keep it for just in case we go to lower levels. So suppose this support line gets broken. It gets broken, I wait and I use this 1.5k, and at some point you have to determine for yourself, okay, it's enough, so you just buy it, and then this is just a hodl for me until it gets in the green. And I'm not too worried. Maybe it will take a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a half a year, maybe a year. I don't care. I just hodl. And guys, if you hodl, I've said it a lot of times. I partnered up with Ledger. Ledger is, in my opinion, something I only partnered up with something I believe in, like TradingView or Ledger. Ledger I believe in. You've got the Nano S Plus for 80 bucks. And you've got another one maybe even cheaper for 60 bucks. And you order this directly from Ledger itself, so you know you've got the real one, because there are also some fake ledgers, because scammers are everywhere. They sell fake ledgers, or what, I don't know what they're doing. So you've got the original one. There is a link below. You can order one directly from them. So guys, if you buy in these regions, and because these are mid-term, long-term hodls, you have to get them off those exchanges and you have to put them on a ledger. put them on the ledger, guys. It's an investment of $60-$80, and you just do it. Don't be greedy about it, so your funds will be safe on your ledger. So please, guys, keep this in mind. There are also other cold wallets, online, offline. So if you just like something, you know, I just put them on a cold wallet or online, or I put them on another. Do your own research. I just like Ledger, and I partnered up with Ledger. I only partnered up with something I believe in. So Ledger is the question for me. So if you start buying over here, you're gonna hold it like I'm gonna do. Put it off the exchange and put it on your Ledger. So this is on the higher time frames, guys. This is higher time frames, and this is how we'll do the investment portfolio, trading portfolio. Then we will have to go to the lower time frames. How am I going to trade this? How I trade this is we are now, for example, at the lower at support of the indicator. So it's getting, as you can see, we hit the indicator, it gets supported, and it's going down again. We've got here the 200 EMA also getting tested. If we close a daily candle above the 200 EMA, this thing would be a trade for me, and then I would go to much lower time frames. On the 4-hour, we see we're under resistance here. If we go to the 1 hour, which you can see we're under resistance of the 200 EMA. If we even would go to the 50 minutes, you see it's above it. Is this an entry for me? No, because you have to always switch to other time frames, and on the 1 hour you see we just can't manage to get above the 200 EMA. So on the trading, if let's say this thing just wants to go bananas and Bitcoin is going up and this thing is going bananas, I just jump into a trade using the indicator. But as you can see, I'm teaching you guys how to use it. Put it on the 15, because on the 15 you could say this is an entry. It's above it, it's close above, it's an entry. But when you see that the 1 hour, you see the 1 hour, the 200 EMA is getting rejected over and over and over again. So I wait until this thing closes a candle above it, put on my 15 minutes, and that's when I start trading. And I put on a stop loss below this one. So you maybe get in. You can make like 10%, 20, I don't know what, and you can lose maybe 2-3%. And guys, in trading, know what you're doing. You have to be very, very experienced in it. If you're not, please be careful trading, especially if you go into leverage. So on the shorter time frame, I can also make, do we have some kind of a pattern? Well, when I see a chart like this is what I see. Shoulder, head, come down here, another shoulder, and then down. This is what I see. It's not planned or something. If I look at this, for me this is not looking good. There's an accumulation. So, but you can also see it like this. We went up, we came down, we went up, we're accumulating for the next run up. And this is also very possible. This is very possible. And I've got my buddy told me that RSI is also being a bit shilled in by the Asians, so they can pump this price up. Well, if they pump the price up, this is how I do it. I put on an alarm over here. I put on an alarm over here. And these are the resistance levels I'm seeing. And if this thing breaks up and closes above them, I put on my 50-minute and I start trading this thing. So that's basically how I do it. And I can tell you, that's how I make money. Okay, let's go to the RSR Bitcoin chart, because when you're trading shitcoins or altcoins, or maybe some people are sensitive when I say shitcoins, but guys, these are shitcoins. It's just how it is. Guys, why am I choosing RSR? Look at this chart. It's very important to always check the RSR BTC chart. Just look at it, guys. This is how I become bullish on a coin. Does it mean that I'm going all in? Does it mean that I'm just jumping in? No, this is how I become bullish on a coin. And why did I become bullish on a coin? Because of this, guys. Look at it. Look. This looks to me like a double bottom and even a higher low. And I'm liking this. This is looking beautiful. This is looking TA wise, this is looking really beautiful. And then I put on, just look what I do. I put on my alarm above the indicator, and if this thing breaks up, guys, this thing could go bananas. And if this thing just jumps up, this thing can make you a lot of money. Can make you a lot of money. I'm not saying that it's gonna make you a lot of money. It can make you a lot of money. But I like to choose the rect ones. These are the rect charts, guys. These are the rect charts. Just look at it. This is where you have to become bullish. And not when we may do something like this or do something like this. This is not when you have to become bullish. This is where you have to be bullish. This is looking so good. This is really looking so good. On the BTC pair, RSR is really looking like a monster, and I'm liking this chart. We only need to break this resistance level, and Kabanka, I think that this thing will rise. So for investing wise, I'm not touching it. Trading wise, I'm very interested in trading RSR, but like I said, I'm gonna do my vid about which altcoins I'm gonna trade. So this is number one, RSR. Let's go to the next one. Anchor had a new partnership with Microsoft, and as you can see, guys, over here, I made this in the Discord because some people wanted to ape in. I told them this is a resistance level. Be careful. And as you can see, we didn't reach it, but well, it came down from that. Anchor, don't hold me on this, but I thought there was something about some hack going on, and that caused this big drop over here. I'm not sure, so please, guys, do your own research. But I think I remember that there was a hack going on with Anchor. But okay, let's just see. This is Anchor. Anchor, also a totally wrecked chart. But I think Anchor, the partnership with Microsoft will give it a lot of potential to grow. And these are, by the way, the coins I've been choosing are all low cap, risky coins. So this is really degen. This is degening. This is degen. So you have to know in your mind, it's high risk, high rewards. It's just degen. So for now, this thing, let me go to a bit lower time frame. This thing made this pump based on the news that came out. It made a nice pump. It was, I think, somewhere about here, yes. So this pump, and now it's coming back to retest the indicator. And if this thing, you see how it has been, because I think that a lot of people already knew that this partnership was going up, so they were also already starting to buy in over here. So that's why we see this rise. And look how beautiful it has been riding the indicator. You see over here holding, over here holding, and boom. So for the people that saw this early or already knew that the rumors were that they were going to partner up or some big news was coming, that's the reason when you start trading the indicator. And on the daily time frame, well, you would have already made like, what is this? You already would have made like a 2x. It's a lot, by the way, guys. It's a lot. But this partnership is pretty big with Microsoft. So for now, an entry for me would be over here at 0.35. 0.35 would be an entry when it comes back, retesting this one. We've got this block is a pretty strong accumulation zone. So if you would like to start DCAing, this is my DCA range over here for trading, 35.20. And this thing is moving, so this would be for trading for me to open up a trade and ride it. RSR is moving. What is going on, guys? I've just been talking about RSI. Why is it moving? What is happening? USDT on the BTC. What is it? And nothing is happening. Maybe in the 4 hour. Let me see, guys. What is my alarm? Oh yeah, it's testing on the 4 hour. It wants to come up. It wants to come up, as you can see over here. It wants to break this one. Okay, let's go back to where were we? We were at anchor, yes. So again, for trading, this could be an entry. For holding DCA, well, this range over here, this block, I would be buying in this accumulation zone. You see a lot of price action going on over here, and well, yeah, this is where I would be interested to start DCAing. And if this thing comes down, which is possible, I just buy more. I just buy more and DCA down to the bottom. And also this coin, the same, guys. I will never sell in losses. Never. I'm a hodler. My investing portfolio is like 20% of my total portfolio, so I don't care. I just DCA down and wait for it to pump, because a partnership with Microsoft is not much. And if you would look to the bigger picture, let me put it on the monthly. It's very simple, guys. Just look at it. This thing, double top, totally wrecked. We're now here. We could even get into this, but I think with the partnership, I'm not expecting this thing to come down here. So I think that this is the range over here. So these two, I think that this is the possible accumulation bottom. Guys, these are just probabilities. It's no financial advice. It's just how I see the markets. But this pump was huge. So yes, this green zone is maybe possible to get in. And for trading, yes, I just showed that. Okay, let me go to the Bitcoin pair. And this is what worries me a little bit about this coin. We haven't been wrecked enough on the Bitcoin point, because I wanted to see this thing over here. I wanted to see anchor reaching this round, make a double bottom over here, and then go up. And these are the ranges where I will, the coins I like, but it's just pure the partnership with Microsoft that is giving me a bit of confidence to trade this and to risk a bit of money over here and DCA down. But on the BTC pair, I rather would have this thing coming down here. And by the way, it can still happen, guys. If this thing comes down to here, to this region, I will be a big buyer. So we put on an alarm. Here it is, the alarm is set. If this thing comes down here, I will be very interested to buy anchor, because high risk, high reward. This is how I trade it. I like to buy at the lower ranges. Okay, so that's about anchor. Let's go to the third one. The third one is just like the previous one, because I don't know, I'm just bullish on this coin. And that's our buddy Filecoin. And why have I been getting this one also in my next three altcoins is because I don't know, guys. This thing is just, look at this chart. You know, I can get a bit horny about when I see charts like this. I just love these charts. I love charts looking like this, especially when these coins have solid fundamentals and have solid teams working on them. And really look at this chart, guys. This coin is totally wrecked, and this is what I like to buy. So on the weekly, let's go on the weekly. Let me see. So I've put it on. Look, we're going up. We made this nice rise. It's already a lot of gains over here. Let me see. A lot of people following me that watch my last three altcoins vid. They made really big gains. It was over here when they jumped in, I think at $5 or something. And so these were already nice gains. And so for now, I'm still super bullish on this one, but not as bullish as the other one. I think that this one will, I hope that this one will come back to test this box, this upper box, the indicator, come back, make a retest, make a higher low, and from there on we go test this. This is, by the way, a big resistance level, guys. We didn't even reach it, but if you would reach the 11.3 zone, this is where you have to be careful. But I expect this thing, let me put it on the daily. On the daily, as you can see, we're now at support. It hit the indicator, bounced back up. We've got the 200 EMA also. We didn't close below it yet. So this thing, for trading wise, this could be a trade for here. So when I put on the 4 hour, well, here we've got some resistance. We put it on the 1 hour. Got some resistance here, just like the 200 EMA. And maybe if you can break this one, let me put on a line so you can see. Let me put on my alarm. Let me put it on the 4 hour. It matches perfectly. Yes. So if we would, I think that we will test this one, by the way, so this would also be a trade. And if this thing gets broken up, closed candle confirmation, then we can make maybe our next move up to this resistance level. And this resistance level is, let me see, it's 50%. This is a huge trade. 50% is a lot of money, guys. It's really a lot of money. But if one coin can do it, it's Filecoin. And especially if those Asians are, because they're also very into Filecoin. You see, we got a big pump. This was really a nice dump, a bit bearish, to be a bit too much, this dump. But if we can manage to find some support over here on the indicator and break this level, I think that the next move will be big. So yeah, Falcon, let me put on the BTC pair. This is also something that I'm not so happy with, because look at it, this thing is so totally wrecked. There's not more I can say. Just look at this on the BTC pair. What the freaking duck is this? What the freaking duck is this? This thing is so totally wrecked. Look at it, this candle, I can't even get it on the screen. So guys, this is a whoop up, whoop down, and let's hope that we will see something like this now, because I'm gonna put on my alarm also over here, like this. Let me go to the weekly, also putting my alarm over here. So guys, this thing is just a matter of time, because we're now, let me see, yeah, we are trying to confirm a confirmation above the indicator on the BTC pair, and if this thing closes this weekly, well, our next level is over here on the 200 MA. So this pump over here could easily 20-30% on a Filecoin. So guys, this is just probabilities. It all depends on Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin gonna do? What is Bitcoin gonna do? It's all about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts dumping like crazy, all these altcoins are going to get totally wrecked. So keep that in mind. The disclaimer is Bitcoin needs to hold for this to play out. Bitcoin needs to hold. If this thing, by the way, comes down, I will be DCA buying like crazy over here. Guys, you have to understand, buying altcoins is not here, is not here, is not here. Buying altcoins is here and everything that goes lower. This is where you start accumulating altcoins, and do it also DCA. Don't just go all in. DCA, don't be afraid to miss it. Okay guys, so this is my third coin that I'm bullish on again. Is my okay, and then I'm gonna charge just one more for the bonus, because I just don't have the time. And as I said, I made yesterday a very long vid. I did almost all the altcoins you asked me to do, but I just cannot get it uploaded. So I'm gonna do HBAR. HBAR is very bullish. It's getting hyped. They're having developments. It's a green blockchain or whatever it is. HBAR is a Bitcoin mover. So Bitcoin moves, HBAR moves. For me, it's very simple. We're in this sort of a rising wedge. I need this thing to come back to the 0.57 regions. This is where I'll be starting to get bullish on HBAR and start buying or DCA buying. So only here, only when we reach this one. So in this red box. So I wanted to come back. We had here on the daily, we were here, come back, make a higher low or make a double bottom and then go up. Just pretty the same. By the way, on the daily, I'm seeing that it's also breaking this one. So I'm not buying this one for now. I'm waiting to the 5.8, 5.7 until the 3.8, and this is for me a DCA buy. Let's hope that it will just bounce from the 200 EMA here. This blue line is holding it for now, so maybe it will bounce from here, but HBAR just sort of did too good in my opinion, and it needs some 160%, so it needs to come a bit back. So I'm interested in HBAR to buy, investing from here to here. And about trading, well, this thing has to be broken up and confirmed, and maybe I will trade this pump onto this line over here again. Okay guys, this was about HBAR. Guys, again, I wanted to say, every coin you buy for your investment portfolio, you're not trading daily, put it on the freaking ledger. Something else, guys, I made a vid, I don't know, 2 days ago, and I've asked you guys, if you like this content, please put on that like. So it's just one click on the button, because a lot of people are not finding my vids on YouTube. We're getting buried by the marketing machine. We're getting buried by those guys. We are not just not to be found. It's not about me. I don't have the views or whatever. I'm not making any penny on YouTube vids. I'm just doing this all for my own costs and my own time, my own personal thing, trying to help the retail army. I'm not gaining nothing. So please guys, if you like this content, only if you like. If you don't like it, just don't do it. But if you do like this content, put that, it's just one click on that heart. That's the only way that other people will find this vid, or maybe on Twitter you can like it or retweet it or whatever. So if you guys don't help me, then who is gonna help me? I don't have any collaborations with big people. I'm very salty to a lot of influencers because I just don't agree with their doing. And so please guys, if you want to help me, put on that like, retweet it, or share it, or whatever. It's the only way that we can grow. And I've shared also that freak that told me, you either work with us or you are against us and you get buried. Well, this way we get buried, because if even my strongest community is too lazy to click on a like, well, maybe it's time for me to also leave this CT and this YouTube and all this social media stuff, and maybe I have to listen to my team that's telling me, you're crazy doing all this stuff on social media. You're not you will never reach your goals. But I'm no I never give up, and I just keep going on and on and on, and I want to prove them wrong. But I can't do it alone. So guys, thank you, and bye bye.